Welcome to your Max online class. Today we are going to discuss one new concept, divisibility. In that, introduction of divisibility and then divisibility rules. Divisible by 10, 5, 2, 3 and 6. First, let us know what is meant by divisibility. Is the number 28 divisible by 2, 4? If we divide 28 by 2, we will get 14 as quotient and 0 as your remainder. If we divide 28 by 4, we will get 7 as quotient and 0 as remainder. That is, when we are dividing 28 by 2 and 4, in both cases, we will get the remainder 0 with different quotient. So, we can say that 28 will be divisible by 2 and 4. That is, to say divisible by any number, the remainder must be 0. In both 28 by 2, 28 by 4, we are getting the remainder 0. So, we are telling that 28 will be divisible by 2 and 4. That is, when we are saying divisible by any number, the remainder should be 0. First one, divisibility by 10. If a number has 0 in the ones place, then it is divisible by 10. That is, for divisible by 10, the ones place must be 0. Here, your example 30, 450, 1260. In all these three numbers, you are having the ones place is 0. So, we can say that the whole number will be divisible by 10. Next one, divisibility by 5. A number which has either 0 or 5 in its ones place is divisible by 5. That is, for divisibility by 5, we should have the ones place either 0 or 5. Then we can say that the whole number will be divisible by 5. Here your example 45, the last number ones place is 5. 710, last digit is 0. 855, last digit is 5. So we can say that 45, 710, 855 will be divisible by 5. I repeat, for 10, the ones place must be 0. For 5, ones place either may be 0 or 5. Next one, divisibility by 2. A number is divisible by 2 if it has any of the digits 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 in its ones place. That is, in ones place, the number must have either 0 or 2, 4, 6, 8, anything in the ones place. In your example 20, the last digits is 0. Next one 34, 4 is the 34, in that you are having 4. Next one 16, then 48 and 52. You can say that 20, 34, 16, 48, 52 will be divisible by 2 because in having the digits ones place is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. In other words, we can say that if ones place is even number, then we can say that the whole number will be divisible by 2. One thing, the ones place will be 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. In other words, you can say if ones place is even number, then we can say the whole number will be divisible by 2. Next one, divisibility by 3. If the sum of the digits is a multiple of 3, then the number is divisible by 3. In this, we have to find total of the digits. and then we have to check whether it is a multiple of 3. I repeat, for divisibility by 3, you have to check two conditions. First one, you have to find sum of the digits, and then you have to check the sum is a multiple of 3, that is 3 tables. Your example, 312. So, sum of the digits 3 plus 1 plus 2 equal to 6. 6 is divisible by 3. Since 6 is a multiple of 3, so we can say 312 is also divisible by 3. I repeat, 312, sum of digits 3 plus 1 plus 2, you are getting 6. 6 is a multiple of 3, so 6 is divisible by 3. Therefore, 312 is also divisible by 3. Next one, divisibility by 6. It's a very easy one. If you know test for divisibility by 2 and 3, you can find divisibility by 6. If a number is divisible by 2 and 3 both, then it is divisible by 6 also. That is, you have to check it is divisible by 2 and it is divisible by 3. Then we can say that it is divisible by 6 also, because 3 into 6 is a factor of 6. 3 into 2 is a factor of 6. So, for 6, we have to check only divisible by 3 and divisible by 2. Here, your example 42. Last digits is 2. It's a even number. So, it is divisible by 2. Next, sum of the digits 4 plus 2 equal to 6. 6 is a multiple of 3. So, it is divisible by 3. So, 42 is also divisible by 6. That is 42 divided by 6, which is equal to 7. I repeat, here you are having 42. The last digits is 2. It's an even number. So, it will get divisible by 2. Then, sum of the digits 4 plus 2 equal to 6. 6 is a multiple of 3. So, it is divisible by 3. Here, you are having 42 is getting divisible by both 2 and 3. So, we conclude that 42 is also divisible by 6. Next one. Problem. Using divisibility test, determine which of the following numbers are divisible by 5 by 10. First one, 3060. Second one, 435. Third one, 364. First sum, 3060. The last digit is 0. So, it is divisible by 10 and also by 5. When you are having the last digits is 0, it will divisible by 10. Likewise, the last digits is either 0 or 5. We can say it is divisible by 5. Here, 3060, the last ones place is 0. So, we can say it is divisible by 10 and also divisible by 5. Next one, 435. The last place is 5. So, we can say 435 is divisible by 5. But it will not divisible by 10. Why? The last digit is not 0. Third one, 364. In the last digits is 4. So, it is not divisible by both 5 and 10. I repeat, in the first one, the last digit is 0. 0 will come in both divisible by 5 and also 10. Then, second one, 5. So, it is divisible by 5 alone. Third one, 4. It is not divisible by both 5 and 10. Next sum, using divisibility test, determine which of the following numbers are divisible by 6, 306, 364, 121. First sum, 306. For divisibility test for 6, you have to check both 2 and 3. First, for 2, last digits is 6. It's an even number. So, the whole number 306 is divisible by 2. Next, for 3, sum of the digits 3 plus 0 plus 6 equal to 9. 9 is a multiple of 3. So, the whole 306 is divisible by 3. Here, 306 is divisible by 2 and also 306 is divisible by 3. So, we conclude that 306 is divisible by 6. When you are having a number is getting divisible by both 2 and 3, we can say that that number will be divisible by 6 also. Second one, 364. For 2, the last digit is 4, even number. So, 364 is divisible by 2. For 3, sum of the digits 3 plus 6 plus 4 equal to 13. 13 is not a multiple of 3. That is, 13 will not come in 3 table. So, 364 is not divisible by 3. Here, 364 is divisible by 2 but not divisible by 3. For 6, we have to conclude both 2 and 3. So, 364 is not divisible by 6. Third sum, 121. Here, last digits is 1. It's not a even number. So, it not divisible by 2. For 3, sum of the digits 1 plus 2 plus 1. You are getting 4. 4 is not a multiple of 3. So, 121 is not divisible by 3. Here, we are getting 121 is not divisible by 2 and also 121 is not divisible by 3. Both the cases are getting false. So, we conclude that 121 is not divisible by 6. In the first case, you are getting the number 306 is divisible by 2 and also divisible by 3. So, the final answer is divisible by 6. In the second one, the number 364 is divisible by 2 but not divisible by 3. So, we conclude that it's not divisible by 6 also. In the third one, it's not divisible by 2 and also not divisible by 3. So, we conclude that 121 is not divisible by 6. So, you could understand that when you are getting both divisibility test, that is, a number is divisible by both 2 and 3 only, you can say that the number is divisible by 6. If any one of the cases are not possible means we cannot say that number will be divisible by 6. Your homework, first one, divisibility test for 6. You are having 3 sums. Next one, divisibility test for 5 and 10. Here also you are having 3 sums. Today we have seen what is meant by divisibility and then divisibility test for 5, 10, 2, 3 and 6. Thank you.